Hey everyone, talking by Omen by Manos Gerakinis. Sorry for any mispronunciation. On top, this has saffron, apple, and bay leaf. In the mid, jasmine, bucchu, and fir balsam. And in the base, leather, amber, oud, ambergris, tonka bean, and musk. So this is somewhat unique. It definitely smells niche. So if that's something you're looking for, it checks off that box. When it opens, it's kind of like a sweetened saffron. Think like Baccarat Rouge, but not at all that this is a dupe of that. Or yeah, no, just that it has that sort of like sweet saffron rather than the more leathery kind or the spicy. And then it kind of gets into like an almost apple cinnamony vibe with that. I guess from the apple and the bay leaf kind of darkness interacting in that way, which is pretty nice. As it continues, the jasmine sort of enters the picture. And there's like an herbal and slightly camphorous, coniferous green with that, but it's pretty subtle. And as it gets to the base, then comes the leather, the oud, ambergris, tonka bean, and musk. I think with this fragrance, all the notes seem pretty true to form. Sometimes there's a fragrance and you look at the notes and when you smell it, it's like, are you sure? Because it just does not smell like, it doesn't smell like anything in there. But this very much smells true to form to what you'd probably expect from these type of notes. I will say that the base is not nearly as intense as you might think, seeing like leather, oud, ambergris. The oud is really, really gentle here. It's not at all animalic. It's not the kind that if you don't like most oud that you'd automatically hate this because of that. The leather isn't super strong, and I think that the saffron kind of meets the leather in the middle, and those sort of combine at some point. Basically, it dries down to sort of like a smooth, creamy leather amber oud, but there's something, maybe the musk or maybe some of the green herbalness that sticks around from some of the earlier notes that it smells a little bit like musty to me, but that could just be me. This is $250 for 100 ml. On one hand, it smells very niche, yes. It smells somewhat unique. On the other, I don't like smelling. So I'm going to say from my perspective, this is not something that I would officially recommend. Like, oh, I love this, check it out. But some of that does come down to my taste. Not really into these type of niche scents. I'm more into niche that smells sort of mass appealing designer scent profile, but in a more smooth, high quality niche way versus ones that just smell explicitly niche. Like, yeah, it's definitely more interesting if you want to smell interesting, if you want to smell kind of refined, but it just, to me, it doesn't really grab me. I will put a link in the description where you can get a bottle or sample if you want to check it out for yourself.